Hey, Peeps Galucia here, and this is actually going to be the last episode of the 7-day experiment for my CivCraft playthrough. I haven't decided yet whether or not it's going to be the last day of the CivCraft playthrough, period, but of the 7-day experiment, this is it. Really quick, you can see that mathematics is almost half done, so we still have a ways to go. So I wanted to explain a few things as I walked about. I actually haven't even seen my temple yet. I started construction of a temple and then never got a chance to see it. Why is that sitting there? Oh, because, oh yeah, the fountain. Yeah, my buddy Pax came in to build me a fountain, and it's quite silly, but nice looking. I actually like it. I think he built it because he thought I wouldn't like it, but I do, so joke's on him. So I ran into a snafu. Is the temple broken, or what's happening here? Oh, it's probably just not loading yet. I'm actually uploading a YouTube video as I record this, and my internet's really, really bad, so it's going to make recording a video very challenging, to say the least. So while I wait for these chunks to load, so the issue that I had was that Minecraft was down for me for most of yesterday. Something was wrong with the authentication stuffs, and it would not let me get into not just CivCraft, but any server. Okay, when I hit the jump button, I want to jump, people. Utspa. I guess that's so I can get animals in here. Have a few blocks missing so I can get animals in here. Just like the hole in the floor. Because I can use that to store animals. They always put the hole in the floor, which I always thought was funny. I'm trying to get it to light up. There we go. There we go. Na, 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 temple. Okay, so yeah, I had a problem yesterday. I could not get in like all day yesterday. So that's really going to hurt our experiment, because I'm fairly certain that... Whoops. I'm fairly certain that the cottages by now are starving. Thankfully, I kept a bunch of money in the treasury, so we didn't, you know, like, start going into debt or anything like that. I also started getting an interest rate off the bank, 1% interest rate, so we gained money off the money that's sitting in there. But, yeah, I haven't... let's see... oh wow, they're still growing. That's actually incredibly surprising. Well, I'm very happy that I got ahead of myself. And that, you know what's funny, in an earlier episode, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was saying, that I need to get ahead of myself, because there's going to be a day where I'm going to be unable to get on, and I don't want my cottages to starve, and that's exactly what happened, and lo and behold, they didn't starve, and everything is fine. So that's good, but now my reserves, my backup reserves, are going to be like completely chewed up, so I'm going to have to do some farming and stuff. But yeah, so I researched horseback riding, but then before I got a chance to actually build the stable, all I did was I started research on mathematics to get started on that, since it's such a big research. Wow. Well, I mean, they ate a lot, obviously, because there's big chunks of food missing, but we still have a lot of food. Again, I'm happy that I got so ahead of myself. So, with the, let's get all this out of the way. So, I didn't get the stable built because I wanted to extend the road over here and build it more or less next to the pasture. But I hadn't made up my mind yet if I wanted it to face forward or face that way, because I'm putting cottages over here eventually. So you see, like, I started digging ways for the road. I actually extended the road all the way up to here. Get out my face, leaf. And then started to chop down trees back here so that when I build the cottages, I don't lose that lumber. And that's basically what I got accomplished the night before yesterday. And then, like I said, yesterday I wasn't basically able to get on at all. So, but that's where we're at. And let me tell you something. First of all, okay, so we got 4 level 3 cottages. Yeah. We've got 5 farms and a windmill with the granary. We've got 2 trade outposts and a pasture. We've got both the monument and the temple. Both the grocer, the store, and the market. We got the mine and the Tremel and a scout tower. This is a pretty successful civ. The library with the bank. It took us 7 days to get that far. And you know what? I wasn't like totally 100% dedicated to spending my time in here because of the various things that came up both in real life and with Minecraft technical issues that kept me from being able to play. So if you're, you know, a young person, younger than me anyway, and you're on your summer break, then you could really get a lot accomplished, because that's how much I got accomplished. One person by myself. The only things that I had help with was I paid someone to clear some land, because that's busy work. So I had to pay, I ended up only paying like 15,000 coin though, to get very, very large amounts of area cleared out. And my buddy Pax came in to build that fountain, because I was going to build a fountain myself, but he was like, I'll come in and build it for you. So I was like, okay, and I let him have at it. So that's what ended up happening, and I have to say, it's not that bad. That's pretty good, actually. If we can accomplish that much, one person by himself for 7 days, I mean, it real time right now is 8:36 a.m. Crazy cat just climbed up a thing. So, but yeah, so we got a lot of combos. The real time is 8:30 a.m. Friday, which means it's been exactly 7 days plus 30 minutes. So everything that I've done up to right now, the farming that I'm doing, was during the 7 days. So that was pretty successful. Again, I have to say, like I feel like a lot has been accomplished. But here we are, 7 days in, and we're probably not quite halfway done with the tech tree. There's a ton more buildings that we can make in the Civ. There's a lot more to do. So basically, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let this series play out, because of course it's way ahead of itself, since it was only 7 days, but I obviously can't post all the episodes for it during that 7 days. So the series is way ahead of itself. So what I want to do, I want to post the rest of the episodes for the actual experiment and see how everyone likes them, because so far only the first 2 episodes have posted at the time of me recording this. I'm uploading the 3rd episode right now as I'm speaking in this recording. So I don't have a ton of feedback yet as to, you know, what the peeps think of this new series of mine. So I'm going to wait to get more feedback and post the rest of these episodes, see what everyone thinks of them. Trying to upload a YouTube video while playing Minecraft online is not good for my internets. Does not approve. And so based on the comments and what everyone's been saying throughout the series, and you know, how many views it gets, how many likes that it gets, I'm going to use that as my determination as to whether or not I should continue with this series and do more episodes and keep going with it until either the Civ is like completely maxed out, like you know, just as big and awesome as a Civ can get, or until they restart the server, because I know at some point they're going to restart this map back to day 1, and then we'll have to start all over. And the next time we start over, I could do another series on it, but that one would have to be day 1, no money. This one was the experiment where it's, okay, we have 5 million coin, what can we do with it? As opposed to day 1 of the server being restarted where nobody has any money. Then it's a race. And that's going to be a fun series too, because whoever builds a wonder gets it. So it's a race to certain technologies and to get your Civ big enough and powerful enough to build a wonder and be the first one to build it so that you have that wonder. Because I'll tell you what, most of the top Civs throughout this build of CivCraft have been the ones with wonders. Like right now, while Legion got knocked down to number 3, they were number 2. Spartan Order, I don't even know who they are. I've never even seen them before. But Legion doesn't have any wonders, but they were one of the few exceptions for Civs that could make it into the top 5 without a wonder. My cat keeps trying to climb up onto a bookshelf covered in collectibles. I don't want you up there, kitty. So, yeah, that'll be a race to the finish there to see who can get the wonder, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll be a whole nother series and something worth watching. But for this series, I'm not sure yet. So, like I said, we'll wait and see. We'll wait to see what you, the viewers, think of everything, and I'll use all that feedback to decide if I'm going to keep going with this series. As it stands right now, I'd like to. Like, just me personally, I'd like to keep this going until, you know, I get my Civ to the final level. I get it to be a metropolis. It's got all the maxed out level buildings and, you know, surrounded by walls and protection from towers and stuff like that. Like, I'd like to see the Civ become a success. And honestly, as far as playing it, if I'm not recording for it, I doubt that I'll be doing a whole lot, because, you know, I want to, if I'm not recording for it, then that's like half my motivation right there. I mean, it is a fun game, so that's the other half of my motivation, but I'm insanely busy, and like this new class that I have in college is absolutely menacing. And it's really taking it out of me and stressing me out. So, like, I need to spend the time on it. Like, as soon as I finish recording this, I'm going to be spending, like, all the rest of my day working on schoolwork. Like, that's just all I'm doing, is working on writing papers and stuff like that. So, it's hard for me to play games just for fun. I've been playing Smite a lot lately because I just started getting into that. So, you know, at least that's one game that I've been playing every once in a while. But it's that's the kind of thing that you can jump in, you play, you know, one match takes a half hour, and then you're done. And outside of something like that, it's like I said, it's been difficult for me to really have the spare time to play a game unless it's for the peeps. If it's something for YouTube, then I'll set the time aside. And I like playing CivCraft, so if I continue to make this for the peeps, then I'll continue to play and make the time to do so. So that's kind of my selfish logic behind this, I guess, is that I want to play the game, so I need to keep making videos for it. But we'll see what you guys say about it. So hopefully you enjoyed the series, experiment part of the series, and then, like I said, we'll see if we keep going from there. So I'm gonna base it off the comments and whatnot throughout the entire series. But if you're a fan, feel free to comment below and say that you'd like to see more episodes, that you want to keep seeing the Civ grow from here. I mean, now that the experiment's done, I'll start receiving applicants for the Civ and letting people get into the Civ so that I can have some help, especially with tasks like this, mining, farming, stuff like that. If I can't get online, it'd be nice to know that there's someone here that can take care of it and help the Civ grow, that eventually could maybe be a mayor of their own town, and the Civ could actually have more than one city. That would be exciting. So we'll see. So thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate the views and support as always. They really help me out, and I will see you next time. Laters. Okay, so my super fan of the day from the YouTube community tab goes out to Speedy Lagger. Been a subscriber since July and is still watching and commenting on my videos, so thank you for this support, Mr. Lagger. My link for the day is Emergency 2014. I made this video the same style as the Emergency 2013 video. I get information from Deep Silver once in a while. They put out info about a new upcoming game. The Emergency 2013 video was immensely popular on my channel, so as soon as I got word about Emergency 2014, and there's also some news in there about Emergency 5, I wanted to go ahead and make a video for that, so you can go check that out and see some of the screenshots from that upcoming title. If you like today's video, do me a favor and click the like button because it really helps me out. And you can also click the like button for the emergency video if you go to click out on that link and check that video out and you liked it. While you're at all this liking nonsense, if you do like it that much and you haven't subscribed yet, then you should definitely subscribe because that also helps me out. It more helps you out because it gets you to keep seeing that my new content is available and you come back to watch that sweet, sweet video goodness.